Chapter 46. Baal bows down. Nebo stoops. Their idols are carried by animals and on the livestock. The things that you carried around are heavy loads, a burden for the weary. They stoop and they bow down together. They could not deliver the burden, but they have gone into captivity. Listen to me, house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel that have been carried from their birth, that have been carried from the womb. Even to old age, I am he, and even to gray hairs I will carry you. I have made, and I will bear. Yes, I will carry, and will deliver. To whom will you compare me, and consider my equal, and compare me as if we were the same? Some pour out gold from the bag, and weigh silver in the balance. They hire a goldsmith, and he makes it a god. They fall down. Yes, they worship. They bear it on their shoulder. They carry it, and set it in its place, and it stands there. It cannot move from its place. Yes, one may cry to it, yet it cannot answer. It cannot save him out of his trouble. Remember this, and show yourselves men. Bring it to mind again, you transgressors. Remember the former things of old. For I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is none like me. I declare the end from the beginning, and from ancient times things that are not yet done. I say, my counsel will stand, and I will do all that I please. I call a ravenous bird from the east, the man of my counsel, from a far country. Yes, I have spoken. I will also bring it to pass. I have planned. I will also do it. Listen to me, you stubborn-hearted, who are far from righteousness. I bring my righteousness near. It is not far off, and my salvation will not wait. I will grant salvation to Zion, my glory to Israel. Chapter 47. Come down and sit in the dust, virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground without a throne, daughter of the Chaldeans. For you will no longer be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind flour. Remove your veil. Lift up your skirt. Uncover your legs and wade through the rivers. Your nakedness will be uncovered. Yes, your shame will be seen. I will take vengeance and will spare no one. Our Redeemer, Yahweh of armies is his name, is the Holy One of Israel. Sit in silence and go into darkness, daughter of the Chaldeans, for you shall no longer be called the mistress of kingdoms. I was angry with my people. I profaned my inheritance and gave them into your hand. You showed them no mercy. You laid a very heavy yoke on the aged. You said, I will be a princess forever, so that you didn't lay these things to your heart, nor did you remember the results. Now, therefore, hear this, you who are given to pleasures, who sit securely, who say in your heart, I am, and there is no one else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to you in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They will come on you in their full measure, in the multitude of your sorceries, and the great abundance of your enchantments. For you have trusted in your wickedness. You have said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge has perverted you. You have said in your heart, I am, and there is no one else besides me. Therefore, disaster will come on you. You won't know when it dawns. Mischief will fall on you. You won't be able to put it away. Desolation will come on you suddenly, which you don't understand. Stand now with your enchantments and with the multitude of your sorceries, in which you have labored from your youth, as if you might profit, as if you might prevail. You are wearied in the multitude of your counsels. Now let the astrologers, the stargazers, and the monthly prognosticators stand up and save you from the things that will come on you. Behold, they are like stubble. The fire will burn them. They won't deliver themselves from the power of the flame. It won't be a coal to warm at, or a fire to sit by. The things that you labored in will be like this. Those who have trafficked with you from your youth will each wander in his own way. There will be no one to save you. Chapter 48. Hear this, house of Jacob, you who are called by the name of Israel and have come out of the waters of Judah. You swear by Yahweh's name and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth, nor in righteousness. For they call themselves citizens of the holy city and rely on the God of Israel. Yahweh of armies is his name. I have declared the former things from of old. Yes, they went out of my mouth, and I revealed them. I did them suddenly, and they happened, because I knew that you are obstinate, and your neck is an iron sinew, and your brow bronze. Therefore I have declared it to you from of old. Before it came to pass, I showed it to you, lest you should say, my idol has done them, and my engraved image, and my molten image has commanded them. You have heard it. See all this, and won't you declare it? I have shown you new things from this time, even hidden things, which you have not known. They are created now, and not from of old. And before today you didn't hear them, lest you should say, behold, I knew them. Yes, you didn't hear. Yes, you didn't know. Yes, from of old your ear was not opened. For I knew that you dealt very treacherously, and were called a transgressor from the womb. For my name's sake I will defer my anger, and for my praise I hold it back for you, so that I don't cut you off. Behold, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have chosen you in the furnace of affliction, for my own sake. For my own sake I will do it. For how would my name be profaned? I will not give my glory to another. Listen to me, O Jacob, and Israel, my called. I am he. I am the first. I am also the last. Yes, my hand has laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand has spread out the heavens. When I call to them, they stand up together. Assemble yourselves, all of you, and hear. Who among them has declared these things? He whom Yahweh loves will do what he likes to Babylon, and his arm will be against the Chaldeans. I, even I, have spoken. Yes, I have called him. I have brought him, and he shall make his way prosperous. Come near to me and hear this. From the beginning I have not spoken in secret. From the time that it happened, I was there. Now the Lord Yahweh has sent me with his Spirit. Yahweh, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, says, I am Yahweh, your God, who teaches you to profit, who leads you by the way that you should go. Oh, that you had listened to my commandments! Then your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. Your offspring also would have been as the sand, and the descendants of your body like its grains. His name would not be cut off nor destroyed from before me. Leave Babylon. Flee from the Chaldeans. With a voice of singing, announce this. Tell it even to the end of the earth. Say, Yahweh has redeemed his servant Jacob. They didn't thirst when he led them through the deserts. He caused the waters to flow out of the rock for them. He split the rock also, and the waters gushed out. There is no peace, says Yahweh, for the wicked. Chapter 49. Listen, islands, to me. Listen, you peoples, from afar. Yahweh has called me from the womb. From the inside of my mother he has mentioned my name. He has made my mouth like a sharp sword. He has hidden me in the shadow of his hand. He has made me a polished shaft. He has kept me close in his quiver. He said to me, You are my servant, Israel, in whom I will be glorified. But I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength in vain for nothing. Yet surely the justice due to me is with Yahweh, and my reward with my God. Now Yahweh says, He who formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him, and to gather Israel to him. For I am honorable in Yahweh's eyes, and my God has become my strength. Indeed, he says, It is too light a thing that you should be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give you as a light to the nations, that you may be my salvation to the end of the earth. Yahweh, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, says to him whom man despises, to him whom the nation abhors, to a servant of rulers, Kings shall see and rise up, princes, and they shall worship, because of Yahweh, who is faithful, even the Holy One of Israel, who has chosen you. Yahweh says, In an acceptable time I have answered you, and in a day of salvation I have helped you. I will preserve you and give you for a covenant of the people, to raise up the land, to make them inherit the desolate heritage, saying to those who are bound, Come out. To those who are in darkness, show yourselves. They shall feed along the paths, and their pastures shall be on all treeless heights. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun strike them. For he who has mercy on them will lead them. He will guide them by springs of water. I will make all my mountains a road, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from afar, and behold, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, heavens, and be joyful, earth, and break out into singing, mountains. For Yahweh has comforted his people, and will have compassion on his afflicted. But Zion said, Yahweh has forsaken me, and the Lord has forgotten me. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yes, these may forget, yet I will not forget you. Behold, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are continually before me. Your children hurry. Your destroyers and those who devastated you will leave you. Lift up your eyes all around and see. All these gather themselves together and come to you. As I live, says Yahweh, you shall surely clothe yourself with them all, as with an ornament, and dress yourself with them like a bride. For as for your waste and your desolate places, and your land that has been destroyed, surely now that land will be too small for the inhabitants, and those who swallowed you up will be far away. The children of your bereavement will say in your ears, "This place is too small for me. Give me a place to live in." Then you will say in your heart, "Who has conceived these for me, since I have been bereaved of my children, and am solitary, an exile, and wandering back and forth? Who has brought these up?" Behold, I was left alone. Where were these? Thus says the Lord Yahweh, "Behold, I will lift up my hand to the nations, and lift up my banner to the peoples. And they shall bring your sons in their bosom, and your daughters shall be carried on their shoulders. Kings shall be your foster fathers, and their queens your nursing mothers. They will bow down to you with their faces to the earth, and lick the dust of your feet. Then you will know that I am Yahweh, and those who wait for me shall not be disappointed. Shall the plunder be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captives be delivered? But Yahweh says, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the plunder retrieved from the fierce. For I will contend with him who contends with you, and I will save your children. I will feed those who oppress you with their own flesh, and they will be drunk on their own blood, as with sweet wine. Then all flesh shall know that I, Yahweh, am your Savior and your Redeemer, the Mighty One of Jacob.